The Raptors just keep on rolling. Another W for the boys on home court. They win all 3 games at Scotiabank Arena. And they're now, again, within 1 game of 500, 35-36 on the season with tonight's 122-107 win over the Minnesota Timberwolves. But let's be honest here. I'm not surprised the Raptors won. They should win this game. They obviously don't have Karl-Anthony Towns. Obviously no Anthony Edwards. He left the last game with an injury. And last time we saw them, they had D'Angelo Russell, and we lost on a rip-through foul. So, a lot of things are different. And they're on the second night of a back-to-back. They were in Chicago and went to overtime yesterday. This is the worst-case scenario if you're a Timberwolves fan. For the Raptors, you're licking your chops, and you're thinking you need to win this game. And they did. Let's break this thing down. First quarter, the Raptors play some sound defensively. They just play a good first quarter. 32-26 in the first. You're up by 6 after 1 quarter of play. Now you just want to continue to build on that, right? In the second quarter, same sort of deal. Their offense starts to flow a little bit more, though. 34-32 Raptors, though, and you're up 8 at the break. However, with 2:41 to play in that second quarter, and I was trying to find a play. There were so many good plays that I could pick from to show. But watching OG posterize McDaniels, oh yeah. Was it McDaniels or Naz Reid? I don't know who it was. But with 2:41, the pass goes to OG. And Naz Reid turns his head and you can see him as he tries to come over. But OG goes up, throws it down over McDaniels. Oh, baby! Gets the and one. And the Raptors, at that point in time, they needed that bucket. They were only up 7. It puts them up 9 with a chance to go up 10 with the free throw. OG, look, again, it's another game where he doesn't take a whole lot of shots, but he's efficient and his plus-minus is through the roof. And the Raptors at the half are up 8. You're doing great. You're in fantastic shape. But you got to keep rolling here, right? And there was one point in the third quarter where they got it to a 3-point game, and we're like, "Ooh, this is this bending and breaking." But they didn't break. They bent, but they fought back. They end up winning that third quarter, 28-27, and they're up 9 heading into the fourth. We've seen the story before, though. You're waiting and seeing what happens. And in that fourth quarter, the Raptors lock it down defensively, and they win the fourth quarter by 6, 28-22. They win all 4 quarters, and they win the game by 15, 122, 107. I'm sorry, before I even talk about the player stats, Raptor fans, isn't it just gorgeous? Watching Jakob Poeltl and Fred VanVleet in their pick and roll. Oh, it's so gorgeous to watch. Whether it's Fred firing up a lob for Yak or hitting him off the roll, or if it's just the rock solid screens that Yak sets for Fred getting an easy mid-range jumper with nobody in sight because they're all caught up in Yak's screen. It's just beautiful to watch. And since Jakob Poeltl has been a Raptor, Fred VanVleet has just been his play has excelled by a long shot. When Jakob Poeltl is on the floor for the Raptors, they play incredible basketball. Isn't it wild? Where you have a 7-footer where people have been yelling and screaming for it for so long. You finally get one, and whatever you put out with that guy, it works. It's remarkable. It really is. Jakob Poeltl, another double-double for him. 14 points, 11 rebounds, 2 assists, shot 7 of 8 from the field. By the way, plus 12 while he was on the floor. Not a big deal. Scotty B, I thought Barnes, I think he had a tough night tonight. He didn't play 30 minutes. Not like he was in foul trouble or anything. Just struggled. And you know what? Those games are going to happen. 10 points, 4 boards, 2 assists for Scotty. 3 of 10 from the field. 4 of 5 from the free throw line. Missed the 1-3 he took. Did like that big-time dunk that he had. Got the foul as well. Love that one. But other than that, not a great Scotty night. It is what it is. He's been phenomenal recently. Wasn't he like a plus 20 odd in the last game? So can't blame him too much. But again, you had other guys working. Gary was on fire today, especially getting in the passing lanes. Love what we saw there. But let's get to the MVPs from this game. Fred VanVleet and Pascal Siakam. Fred VanVleet right out of the gate was flying. Didn't he have like 15 first quarter points? Ends the game with 28 points, 3 boards, 7 assists, shot 10 of 18. I don't know if you guys can find the deep stats on this. How many of those 7 assists were on Yak's points, on his 7 made field goals? I obviously wasn't able to catch the full game, but I'm very curious because it seems like a lot of those dimes are for Jakob. Oh, also for Scotty Barnes, I totally forgot. That play that he made at the end of the first half, right near the end, gets the ball off the rebound and then just like fires it behind his head right in the shooting pocket of OG, who drills the 3 right at the end of the buzzer. Like, what? So as much as he didn't play a great game, he made some big time plays in big time moments. But yeah, back to Fred VanVleet. Just a phenomenal game for him. Shot efficient as well. Again, it's with Yak. It's making him be better. 10 of 18 from the field, 5 of 6 from the line, 3 of 7 from 3, 2 steals in the game, plus 17 while he was on the floor. Just a phenomenal night from Fred, from start to finish. Pascal Siakam. We've seen this now over the last couple of games where he has struggled to start. I believe he was like 1 of 5 to start the game. And you're thinking, okay, Fred's doing great, but you need someone else to help. And then Pascal's like, I bet. And turns on the Jets and drops 27, 10, and 6. I mean, what an incredible game for Pascal after that 1 of 5 start. Shot 11 of 22 from the field. 4 of 6 from the line, was 1 of 6 from 3. I still don't like him taking 6 threes in a game, especially when you're not feeling it. But hey, it is what it is. He was a plus 18 while he was on the floor. Just him and Fred, the 2 highest paid players on this team, I believe. Could be wrong, but I'm going to say that. Got it done when you needed them to. OG, look, only had 15 points, 2 boards, 1 assist. You're like, well, not a big OG. Shot 6 of 9 from the field, was 1 of 1 from the line, 2 of 3 from distance. I thought he played a great game. And oh, by the way, plus 23 while he was on the floor. A remarkable defensive game from OG as always. And again, what do I always say? Defense and make your threes. He was 2 of 3 from distance. When he was on the floor, he was a plus 23. You won by 15. He played great. And Gary, look, back-to-back games now. Off the bench, he has looked really good. And today especially, he was phenomenal. 19 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists. Shot 8 of 14 from the field, 1 of 1 from the line, 2 of 5 from distance. And had 5 steals in the game. GTJ was on fuego today. That rhyme? It might have. You guys might want to listen back. GTJ was on fuego tonight? I don't even know what the hell I was saying. Either way, I'm lost. It's 11:30. I'm exhausted. He was a plus 17 when he was on the floor. So with Scotty not playing the greatest and Gary feeling it with his shot, and defensively he was very active, you play him. And I like it. It's a winning mentality. And you love what you saw. Even Chris Boucher, 5 points, 4 boards, 1 assist, but he was a plus 9 while he was on the floor off the bench. And no starter played more than 35 minutes. Let me just make sure of that before I really hammer home that's what happened, because I don't want to be wrong about that, because that's something that the Raptors have struggled with all season long. OG played 35, Pascal played 35, Freddie V 35, Scotty played 28, Jakob Poeltl 25. It's unfortunate, man. He had 5 fouls too. He's definitely in foul trouble. Only played 25 minutes, did Yak. Gary played 29, Chris Boucher played 19, and even Will Barton played 13 minutes. Didn't take a shot, but he had 4 boards and an assist and had a block shot. It was a -4 while he was on the floor, but or was that Coloco? No, he was a -4. Nobody played over 35 minutes. Beautiful. You know why that is? You got a big test tomorrow. We'll break that down very shortly at the end here. All right? Team stats. They shot 46% from the field. Raptors shot 53% from the field. The Raptors had 9 more makes from the field. Massive job there for the Raptors. They didn't dominate the board battle. They didn't dominate the second chance points. They didn't do any of that stuff tonight, but they just made more shots. They were 22% from 3. Ugly. Raptors, 33% from 3. They were +4 in the makes. Do the math. It's a +12 point differential. Huge. Now, they got to the free throw line a lot more than the Raptors did. They also shot a better percentage, 86%. Raptors shot 81%. But they did their job. The Raptors did their job tonight on the defensive end against a team you're supposed to do a job against with that lineup they were putting out there. Only allowed 107. You dropped 120. Didn't they score 120 something in the last game too? Hold on a minute. Let me just confirm that. 128 there and 122 today. Really good offense. Can it continue? I'm not sure. Tomorrow, the Raptors look to finally crack the 500 mark for the first time since December. Problem, they're heading to Milwaukee to take on the Bucks at 8 o'clock. They win that game, they're back to 500, and Raptor fans are flying high because they would have won 4 straight for the second time this year. But we'll see how it goes. No expectations. Second night of a back-to-back, too, with travel. Yes, I understand nobody played more than 35 minutes, but it's second night of a back-to-back. You had to travel to Milwaukee. It's going to be tough no matter what, unless they're deciding to sit guys, which at this point would be splendid. Are they playing tonight? No, they're not. So we'll see how it goes tomorrow in Milwaukee because they're fresh. We're not. All right, so you know what, guys? That's going to do it for this one. If you enjoyed the video and the W this evening, smack the like button. I do appreciate it. Hit the subscribe button. You guys not already. Comment down below your thoughts on the video, thoughts on the game, what you like, what you not like from today's game for the Toronto Raptors. The Twitter and Instagram links are down below, so follow up, send me a DM, do like great stuff. The Discord and TikTok links are down in the description, so follow up there if you guys have not done so already. And I will talk to you guys Jay's Edition, of course, on Wednesday as always. Leafs Edition Tuesday, as the Leafs are in New York, taking on the Islanders at 7:30. As for the Raptors, they're back in action tomorrow night, 8 p.m. tip-off in Milwaukee, taking on the Bucks, looking to finally get back to 500. We'll see how it goes, though. Thank you guys so much for listening and watching. I hope you enjoyed the video and the W today. We'll talk to you guys then.